What's happening? Sean, can you hear me? Oh,
Hey,
there we
Logan.
are. There we go. Sorry, it was being kind of funny for a second. Probably because it had fully battery clunked. So I was like, oh, I got to charge up for a minute. So
Fair
yeah,
enough.
took it a second. Oh, see, things are being funny. Ugh. Let me check that. The the light on it went dim. Let me probably a battery saver thing. There we go. You all of a sudden were like a lot darker. Okay.
Uh,
I think we're good now. All righty. How's it going? Have you moved into your new place?
yes, I'm in the new place now.
Congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
I had one minor issue that I'll have to get to
Oh.
see if I can get resolved on Monday.
Oh.
Movers kind of messed up one of the feet on my entertainment center. Like, mind you,
No.
it's an Amazon special, so I'm not like up in arms. It's not like something I paid, hundreds upon hundreds of dollars for.
Yeah.
It's
But
a
it is something that you're like, I
it
care
kind of
about it. I
Well, I
use
mean, it
it.
kind of supports the TV, which I did pay a lot of money for. So then, like,
Yeah.
I would it even if it had broken in transit or something, like it would have been nice to know, not
Yeah.
in the midst of unpacking things.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, it's more of like an
hey,
inconvenience and
how
yeah.
how did this happen?
Right. Yeah, and I mean, I feel like they have insurance for stuff like that anyway, so
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, and it's like, okay, it's broken, so I'll need a new one. And yeah, I feel like that's pretty normal that, things happen in moving and it's
yeah. I
a
mean,
bummer, but
we'll see what
deal
happens.
with
I'll
it.
call him on Monday and be like, "Hey, I don't know what
Yeah.
to do with this, but
Hmm.
here it is."
Yeah, at least it's just the one thing that you haven't
Yeah,
found a lot of things that have gone wrong. Like it sounds like they actually did a pretty good job.
I
Because
mean, for the most
sometimes,
part,
things can like fall over in the truck or, different things can
yeah. I
happen. But
mean, it. I'm not upset at the fact that it's broke. I'm upset at the fact that I had to find out like a day later.
right. Yeah, you're like, oh man, now I have to deal with
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Aw. Yeah, I would just let them know because usually they have, some kind of way they deal with stuff like that. So. But
yeah,
yeah, like if you're like, I gotta get a new one now. So yeah, is what it is. Just one of those annoying extra things to deal with.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. Aw. We had kind of a weird week in Indianapolis because there was like a main city water pipe that broke and
Oh no.
so we had no water all of Thursday, and then like it wasn't they were like boil all your water, before you drink it or use it for dishes or anything. So it's been kind of a weird few days, but I
Oh
checked and
no.
today they were like, you're good, just go ahead and use your water now. So I was like, yay. So I've been cleaning a lot today.
It's fair. Um, I've I have made many trips to Goodwill. Unfortunately,
Mm.
like the lady who lived here apparently started suffering from dementia, and
Oh, yeah.
like her son had power of attorney, so
Yeah.
to deal with the sale, but like they
Hmm.
left a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, I don't need any of this
Oh,
stuff. So
right.
thankfully, Goodwill is literally like a 2 minute drive down the road.
Yeah, but you're like, but I have to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
That
like,
makes sense. Like if she's moving to a nursing home or even in with them or something,
yeah,
it's she doesn't have room for everything. So they probably just are like, maybe they'll use it. If not, they can throw it out. But yeah, for
yeah.
you, it's like, okay, I have to do something with it now.
Yep. Now it's like, okay, I just finished moving everything. Now I got to move more stuff.
Right. Oh. Well, I'm
Um,
sure the Goodwill appreciated it.
uh,
Somebody
we'll see
out there
what
is going to be like, this is just what I need,
I hope so.
I feel like I'm just constantly finding like little things when I'm cleaning or organizing or whatever that I'm like, I haven't used this in a long time. I'll just take it to Goodwill. So I just like am constantly filling bags and boxes and I'll just randomly drop them in the trunk and then I'll just like go when the trunk is full.
It's kind of
So
what
like
happened
I
while
just
I was
found a bunch of
packing.
popsicle makers that I was like, I haven't used these in so long. We'll just put them in the Goodwill bag, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of what happened when I was packing. It was just this like, when was the last time I used this?
Yeah,
Why do I still
right.
do this?
You find things that you go like, wow, I don't need this. Yeah. And then you're asking yourself, like, is it even worth taking and moving it there? You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Moving is definitely an endeavor, you know?
Hopefully this will be the last one for some time.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah, because you own it now. So it's like
Yes.
this is your home. I love that. Yeah, and I feel like you take more pride in investing in it when it's yours. And my grandpa told me he was like, you'll save money by investing in your home and making it a place that you want to be and spend time. He was like,
Yeah.
you won't want to go out as much or like take as many vacations. Like you'll just really love being at home. So you'll save a lot of money that way. So he was like, invest in your home.
Yeah, there's already a few things that I want to do and a
Yeah.
few things I'll probably have to do. So,
Yeah. Things that you're like, this has got to be done. Yeah.
like the master bathroom is like top priority right now.
All right. Yeah, you said it had like some funny things like bathtub and shower and carpet
Yeah,
on floors, things like that.
it's it's a bathtub but no shower.
Yeah,
Um,
which is
like
really, really old fashioned. Like,
really weird for something that was built in like literally 1999.
wow. So it
Um,
really, truly was just a preference. Wow.
yeah, I don't understand it. And then like
Yeah.
the one shower I do have, you have a soap tray. That's it.
And you're like, where am I going to put everything else?
Yeah, you want to you want to put your shampoo or something somewhere? Tough.
There's nowhere for it. Oh,
Nothing.
man.
It's so
Yeah.
weird. I'm like, this was not thought out at all.
Yeah. You're like, showers are a priority, people.
Yeah, kind
I
of.
feel ya. I don't really take baths either. I mean, like, they
I
take a
mean,
lot of time, they take a lot of water. Like, I don't
I
know.
think the only time I've used a tub in the past like 10 years was like the first day that after the first day I moved at my apartment because I was so sore.
Oh, right. Right, to
So,
soak. Yeah, that makes
yeah.
sense. Yeah.
And that was it. And it was
Yeah.
just like, because everything hurt.
Oh,
Like,
right.
the muscles in my feet hurt. And I'm like, it's not even like oh, I've been on my feet too long. It's like to curl my toes hurt. I'm like,
Oh,
how? Like I have sore muscles in areas I didn't even know I had muscles anymore.
oh,
It's just so beat up. I'm like, man, I'm out of shape.
oh, yeah. That is just like, ugh.
Yeah,
Your body
it's
just needed it. Yeah, like if you had like a gym that you could like soak in a hot tub or something, it'd
yeah,
probably be
something
good.
it would have been nice, but there's we have a Planet Fitness right around the corner, and that's really about it.
All right. We had an LA Fitness, which was really nice. And I joined it for like 2 months and then they closed it. And I was like, ah, man.
Well, there was one not too far from my from the apartment, but it wasn't a full LA Fitness, if this makes any sense. It was
Hmm.
like they rebranded it as like esports or
Oh,
something,
okay. Yeah, it was
but
like
it
an old location that they
but it had
changed.
LA Fitness like in the full logo. So I'm like, is it what? I'm like, it's an LA Fitness brand, I guess. I don't know. It was so weird.
Aw. Yeah. Well, that stinks. I guess
Yeah.
that's when you make a home gym, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have a whole other bedroom that is kind of a dumping ground right now.
Yeah. Well, okay. So it sounds like you've got some home projects going on and you've been moving. So you might not have had a whole lot of time to practice, but you've got your piano set up and you're
Yep.
good to go now, yeah?
Yep, I'm good to go.
Nice. Awesome.
I
Great.
I will need your feedback at some point just in case, and I'll kind of let you know if it happens. I'm literally right by the air register, so
Okay.
I don't know how that will affect the sound, but if it does, let me know and I'll figure out a new location or a new setup. Like I
Okay.
can I may be able to get away with like moving it to another spot, but this is just where it landed for right now.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, so I mean if you need to move it around, that's okay too, but it sounds like you got a good setup for today.
Yep.
Um, all right. So then what would you say is your primary goal for your piano right now? The thing that you really would like to focus on?
Today or in general?
Um, like today and also long term.
Um, so today I just kind of like to get back into the swing of things because my schedule has all been like just thrown into a blender and shaken because of the move and everything. So like my practice has like been non-existent. I just kind of want to get back into the swing of normalcy.
Hmm.
Uh, Long term, I'd like to get through one of my like extracurricular pieces. There's two in particular. The the Beethoven Moonlight Sonata or uh I'm probably gonna butcher his name. Yaruma's A River Flows in You. I'd
Yeah.
like to get through one of those, like
Okay. I love
completely.
that. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna add that to my notes. Very nice. So is that one that you just kind of love, that you're
Those
like, oh,
are
I wish I could play that?
those are two of probably my favorite pieces. Those are two pieces that will stop me in my tracks pretty much anywhere when I hear them. It actually
Oh.
happened last week. After we didn't have a lesson last week. That's right.
Correct. Yeah.
Because Monday I ended up having to go down to South Carolina for work. Well, I had to stop at the Charlotte airport, and I don't, have you ever been to the Charlotte airport?
I have. Yeah.
So you know, like the central, like the rotunda area that all the terminals branch off of. There's a piano player in there, like who plays on a baby grand, and he started playing Moonlight Sonata, and it was just one of those like literally dead stop, move over to the side, like and just listen. So those that Moonlight Sonata and the River Flows in You piece are just two of them that I very much appreciate, I very much enjoy, and they're just two pieces that I really want to learn.
Okay. I love that. I think it's great to have, pieces that are like dream pieces. Do you feel like they're pretty attainable right now, or is it going to be something that we work towards in the future?
I I think the excuse me one second. Because of all the moving, I've been kicking up a lot of dust, and apparently my sinuses are not happy with me.
Oh,
Nope,
yeah.
nope, it's gone. The Beethoven piece is definitely gonna be a work on it. Like, I find that most of like the your like four or five like major classical composers, most of their stuff is pretty complicated.
Okay.
Um, the River Flows in You piece, I've found isn't necessarily difficult. It's a technique and muscle memory type of piece. Because the notes themselves aren't terribly complicated. There's only like a few technique parts that are a little tricky. Because there's a part where it's yeah, it's a B E, but it's got a C sharp at a 16th. So it's literally like the only way I've learned to play it is like it's not pressing the keys, it's literally dragging my fingers across the two to be able to like flick the C sharp. And there's a lot of moments like that in that piece.
Yeah.
Um I mean the one phrase, so like there's a lot of like hand spans in it.
Hmm. Yeah. So that's probably something that we'll have to work on, developing more of that flexibility
Yeah,
and stretching.
yeah, there's a lot more. I've noticed a lot more instances like that, and as you go in that piece, there's it's it's a pretty heavy phrase, I guess. But it's like it's very fast.
Yeah.
So there's I foresee like if while we're working on that one, I foresee a lot of like drilling
Mhm.
and then picking up speed like we do with a lot of the Hanon exercises.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So that definitely gives us some things to, continue to work towards then developing and getting stronger skills with.
And I mean, for the most part, from what I've noticed, now mind you, with Moonlight Sonata, it's a little different.
Hmm.
Um, Left hand isn't terrible in either of them. I've noticed in the Moonlight Sonata piece, there's almost like at one point there's a trade-off where the right hand's doing most of the work, the left hand's just playing bass. But then there's a trade-off to where the left hand's doing more work and the right hand's kind of playing half whole notes type. Um, the River Flows in You piece, the big thing that I've noticed is I don't know, excuse me, but, but it's like arpeggios, but it's 1 5 octave. So 1 5 8. And that's that one's a little weird because it's literally D A E as it's written. What I've noticed in a lot of people's playing of it, they just default back to they they go to the D octave, not the E.
Mhm.
It's one of those if you've never it's one of those things you wouldn't notice unless you read the music kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Um, and I've seen a couple of people do it. So rather than reach for that nine,
Mhm.
they just which I like to the ear it works, but I'm kind of OCD enough that I'm like, if it's written with an E, I want to play the E.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if it's written with an E, of course you want to play it. Do you feel like you can find music for these pretty easily? Do we need like a version, like an arrangement that's a little bit simplified, or do you feel like
I
it's at a
have
level that you feel like is pretty good for you?
I have the full sheet music for both pieces.
Okay.
Um,
Do you feel like when you listen to them and like play them that they seem right, that they seem the same
yes.
usually? Okay, good. And then like level wise, do you feel like it's a good level for you? Do you feel like it's a little bit like a little bit advanced for you right now, or like a lot advanced for you right now, or easy for you?
The River Flows in You piece, I would say, is slightly above my level, but not
Okay.
by much.
Yeah, like not too
Um,
unattainable. Yeah.
yeah, the full Moonlight Sonata
Hmm.
is it's a challenge.
Oh
It
yeah, for
it
sure.
mainly because when you after you hit that it's it's the ha- it's not the notes, it's the hand.
Yeah.
It's trying because like I mean even still
But we've done an easier version before, right?
yes we have.
Hmm. Yeah. So I was thinking, yeah, so do you feel like finding one that's like in between what we had done before
I would say if we could find
to
an
this?
yeah, find an arrangement somewhere
That's
because I
more
think
like intermediate.
the one that we did was at the time appropriate for my level.
Right. But
I
now
think
you're
it's
like,
gotten
oh, I conquered it. So you can
yeah,
handle
it's
something
gotten
a
a
little
little
bit more advanced.
simplistic.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, if we could find something in between, I'm not
Yeah.
opposed to going, the full Monty.
Right.
Um, it's just that one would probably like that would require a
Well, it
vast
also
level.
wasn't very long either, right?
No, the version that we had, no.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, I'm
I
gonna
think
send it the link in the chat. This is a little bit of a longer version. It is still a little bit, like I think it's a little bit less like you could do one a little bit harder than this one, but it's a longer arrangement, which I think is really nice. And like it has parts where like both hands are in bass clef, things like that. So I thought this one might be a good one. Like I think you'll still find it's like a little bit on the easier side for you. But I'm
okay.
going to look for some other ones as well. But this one at least is longer than the last one that you learned.
It's excuse me. Do I have really-
Yeah, like
I'm
this one's
actually
kind of tough.
yeah. So
Yeah, well, if you, did you pull that one up and look at it? Like I feel like
I
you could
did. Yeah,
definitely conquer that one.
I think it
Um,
was very very similar to the one
mhm.
that we did.
Yeah.
So it's right. So when it comes to the Moonlight Sonata piece, it's right about measured 8-9, where where I can loosely play up to that point.
Mhm.
Um, and it's Yeah, that I can get about the first two lines
Yeah,
decently.
sure.
Um, the and I mean that, and that's both hands together. The
Hmm.
biggest, the biggest challenge I've noticed is after. Oh, that would be why. After this, in the left hand, so I've got C sharp octaves with a G sharp in the middle. Um, I get so wrapped up in the right hand that I forget the shift
Yeah.
where like I have 1 5 and 2 on on the keys, but then it just switches back to octaves, which ooh, no, B sharp, B sharp. Is that? Yeah, yeah. Which there it is. But yeah, octaves I've become very, very comfortable with.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, this is a version that I have. It's 4 sheets, I believe it is.
Okay.
4 pages. It's just the first movement.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
But the way that this is written, um, I wouldn't even call it horribly technical.
Right. I
Just
actually found another that I feel like is a little bit harder than this one, but is still not the full version quite. So I'm gonna upload that PDF to you as well.
okay.
Um, so maybe we could first master the longer version it's a level 4, and then this one is gonna be slightly more advanced than that one. I'm gonna upload the PDF for it. I put the link to the other in the chat, and then this will be the actual PDF of the one that's slightly harder.
Okay.
Because I think it would be good to learn both of these actually. So sorry, I saved it in your student folder that I've got for you too. So I can keep track of all of that. All right, so here is that one. Which I think it's a slightly harder version. So you've got two versions then there. So let's first learn that longer one that's the level 4 in G major, and then we'll learn this one, which is slightly more challenging,
Okay.
and it's in a different key as well. So
I've noticed that.
yeah, which is kind of fun. Because the original, wait a minute. Level 4. It says G. Oh, I see. It's just the website. I was like, it can't be a major. It's a minor. Yeah, so this one's in D minor, I believe. Um, the original was in C sharp minor, but that's more challenging. So I think this will be good to like help you kind of inch that direction. Yeah. So
Yes.
go ahead and get both of those downloaded and saved so you can work on them. Let's go ahead and try, let's go through your Hanon number 6. Do you feel comfortable doing that one hands together at this point?
Um, I can give it a shot. It's
Okay.
been a minute since I've had some practice on it,
Right. Yeah.
so
Yeah. So let's go ahead and go through that number 6.
it's oh, Nope. Too far. There it is. Oh, wow. This is the weird one. That's this is where I always this is the part that I struggle with because it doesn't do the same as the previous five. Because and then it's nope. Excuse me. So it's G. I may need to practice the descend a little bit here because I'm getting really confused with this. So C, so it's G. There it is. It's the shift on this one that trips me up. Okay. So hands in the same places. There it is. There. So definitely a little work on that one.
Yeah.
Mostly on the decline. Again, I'm not even 100% positive I was playing that correctly. Just one of those moments where it's like, oh, am I? Is this? I don't know.
So, do you feel like the right or left hand you're less secure and confident with?
I would say I'm actually equally confident in each. It's
It's
just
just
like that.
together and
It's
that transition moment.
Yeah, it's the transition moment more than
Yeah.
anything. Like I still have a few stumbles where like,
Sure, right. But like generally the pattern is secure on the way up and the way down. It's just that turning around moment. So what
yeah,
I would recommend is just drilling that spot. Do like a couple measures leading into the turnaround, do the turnaround, and then a couple measures after the turnaround as well, and just drill that like 5 times each time you practice. Yeah. Could we
okay,
take a look at your Bach piece as well? I'd love to hear a little bit of that.
that would make one of us. Oh, stay. I know you actually got closed and put in a box, and you're angry. Now my book doesn't want to stay open anymore. All right, so this is still definitely a hand separate kind of situation. Yeah, this yeah, that F sharp
And go
every
ahead
time.
and mark it if you need to. I mark my music all the time, so no shame in writing notes to yourself.
So it's This is the part that trips me up every friggin' time. was G. Um, nope. Nope. Uh, oh, Dagnabbit every time. Uh, that it's that just those last two measures kick my butt in the right hand, but it's better, but not good.
Yeah, that's all right. That's okay.
Considering 2 weeks ago I couldn't make it through the entire piece in any hand. Um, little victories kind of a thing.
Hmm. Yeah. So, what do you feel like is the thing that's the strongest for the piece right now?
Um, I can't really pick anything out particularly that I would say I'm partially confident in, to be honest. Just one of those like it's it's not good, it's not bad, but it's not good. Like just kind of across the board. Um, mm, I mean, it just definitely needs. I need to focus on it. Like I think that's part of it. Like if I can alternate my practice days between like this and exercises and anything, and then something else that we choose to work on, like the two Moonlight Sonata variation arrangements. Um, it this definitely needs like time
Okay,
because
that's all right.
like it's one of those. I know you can hear it. Like I haven't spent a lot of time on this, and it shows.
That's okay. Just means we need to practice it more.
Yeah,
But that's
I
okay. You also have your pieces that are the ones that you're more passionate about too, you know. So
true.
if you feel like they're kind of pulling your focus, that's all right. You could be like, okay, I'm just gonna work on this one for like 5 minutes, and then I'll spend 20 minutes on the one I'm a lot more passionate about.
I'm
That's
sad.
okay too.
I need to flip that number.
So I think as long as you're chipping away at it little by little, that's okay. You could say, I'm going to really conquer this one line today, you know? So that's okay. So we know where we're at. We know what we need to work on. You know, we know, um, like your hand and exercise is great, except for that transition, that turnaround
Yeah,
moment, you know? So I think you know what to work on. And I think as you get settled more into your new home, that, you know, you'll get more of a routine and it's just been kind of a
yeah,
funky few weeks here. So yeah, you just got to keep on doing what you're doing and do the good work and put the time in and then it'll show. And the more you can work on it, the more enjoyable it will be to play it because you'll be able to be more expressive and you'll be able to play faster. And, you know, it gets more and more fun the more adept you get at it, you know? So,
yeah.
yeah. So you just got to put a little more practice into it. That's okay. You're good. So, let's go ahead and we'll wrap up there for today. We're
Okay.
gonna work on the longer but easier version. Level 4 is not easy, you know, but it's a longer version that's a little
Okay.
bit easier than the other version I sent you.
Okay.
Um, so you've got those two versions. So start working on the one that is the level 4 one. And then we're going to work on the Hanon exercise. We're going to work on your Bach piece and then also keep working on the technique exercise in your book. Okay.
Okay.
Which we didn't quite get to today, but that's okay. We'll do it
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah. Awesome work today. You feel
Thank
pretty
you.
good about everything? You kind of have a clear vision of what you want to do with it?
Yeah.
Perfect. Great. All righty.
Hey,
So we're good to go. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope your TV entertainment center gets all sorted out
we'll figure it
and
out one way or another.
yeah, and that unpacking goes well and that you like really enjoy your new home this week. All righty. I'll see you on Sunday, okay?
Okay.
Bye, Sean.